I wrote a very short letter to a friend of mine some time back, several years back, because I had been meditating on the 120 people that were gathered together in Jerusalem after the resurrection of the Messiah, the King. He appeared to many, 500-ish people, in the 40 days after his resurrection. And as Yeshua, Jesus, was taken up into the heavenly place to be seated next to Big Daddy. Big Daddy is the Most High One. Big Daddy is Jesus' Father. Those of us who belong to him have given ourselves to him. He is our Father. I call him Big Daddy. So there were 120 people gathered in this place. Now he told this as he was taken up to about 500 people, I understand, but as they were told to go to Jerusalem and wait until the promise, it kind of winnowed down from 500 to 120. But there were 120, and they were of one mind and one accord. I was kind of settling on that. And it came to me to write my friend a little letter, very short letter. He being a musician, the letter began, what is a chord? A chord, a musical chord, C-H-O-R-D. What is a chord? And what is a chord? A-C-C-O-R-D. A chord, a musical chord, are several different notes played at the same time that are in oneness together, and they produce a harmonious sound. A chord, a C-C-O-R-D, is the same thing. Multiple people entering into a state of obedient oneness, of one mind, of one accord. See, that musical chord, wow, there's some high notes, some low notes, some all kind of in-between notes. I mean, you play a musical chord on a piano and it sounds, it just has a fresh sound because it is a chord. Now you could play 5 other notes at the same time and it just have a sound. It's not a chord. It's not a chord. And they were of one mind and one accord. See, Christianity has so many different notes, and when they're attempted to be played together, when they're attempted to be played together, it has a sound to the hearers. But when even a small group, 120 people, compared to all the population of the earth at the time, even a small group of people in one accord, having the mind of the Messiah, oneness with the Father, oneness with each other. Even a small group of people that come into accord, oneness, that Hebrew word, echad. That's a huge key that unlocks the settling. The Spirit of the Father settling on those willing to set themselves of the same mind and entering into accord. Let this mind be in you, which was also in Yeshua, HaMashiach, Jesus, the Christ, the Messiah. What is that mind? Let's go up the mountain. Let's go up the mountain. Maybe there's only 120 of us in the whole world, but let's go up into the mountain, into the secret place, to dwell with the Father, the Son, the Spirit, to get our note of the chord played properly, that as a oneness group, not a religious group, but a oneness group, let us become a chord that is in one accord. And see what happens. The wind and the fire showed up when those 120 people were in accord with one another. The wind and the fire. The wind and the fire only come when there is a chord of us in one accord. And it will make things be well. Because this is the well message of the kingdom, Big Daddy's kingdom. And the key is oneness. Let the fire and the wind come, Daddy, in the name of Yeshua, HaMashiach.